Real verse.
How great the robe of liberation, a formless field of merit, wrapping ourselves in Buddhist teachings, we feel living beings. And though I thus liberate countless beings, not a single being is liberated.
Incense chat.
Precepts incense, liberation of views incense, cloud of lighted incense pouring into the Dharma realm. Offering to the highest teachers of the 10 directions, I respectfully bow to the altar of the incense cloud. Bodhisattva.
Wisdom dedication.
We dedicate this time and place to the 3 jewels.
To the Buddha,
the ideal of enlightenment to which we aspire.
to the Dharma, the path of the teaching that we follow. To the Sangha, the spiritual fellowship with one another that we enjoy. Here may no idle word be spoken. Here may no unquiet thoughts disturb our minds.
To the observance of the 5 precepts,
We dedicate this place.
To the practice of meditation,
We dedicate this place.
To the ripening of wisdom,
We dedicate this place.
To the joy of awakening,
We dedicate this place.
Though in the world outside there is strife,
Here may there be peace.
Though in the world outside there is hate,
Here may there be joy.
Here seated, here practicing,
May our minds become Buddha. May our thoughts become Dharma. May our speech together become Sangha. For the happiness of all beings, for the benefit of all beings, with body, speech, and mind, we dedicate this place. Chant of compassion. We surround all forms of life with infinite love and compassion. Especially do we send out compassionate thoughts to those in suffering and sorrow, to those in doubt and ignorance, to all who are striving to attain truth, and to those whose feet stand close to the great change called death. We send forth all wisdom, mercy, and love. May the infinite light of wisdom and compassion so shine within us that the errors and iniquities of self may be dispelled. So shall we understand the changing nature of existence and awaken into spiritual peace. The refuges.
I take refuge in the Buddha.
I take refuge in the Buddha.
I take refuge in the Dharma.
I take refuge in the Dharma.
I take refuge in the Sangha.
I take refuge in the Sangha. The five priests.
I take up the practice of not harming living beings.
I take up the practice of not harming living beings.
I will not take what is not offered.
I will not take what is not offered.
I will not misuse sexuality or sensuality.
I will not misuse sexuality or sensuality.
I will practice gentle, truthful speech.
I will practice gentle, truthful speech.
I will not deal in nor misuse intoxicants.
I will not deal in nor misuse intoxicants. No Buddha Sarangamagata. True nature is free from all phenomena, which are illusions by causes created. Namina, neither rise nor fall, but all phenomena are flowers in the sky. The unreal reveals the real, but both are but illusions, since there is nothing real nor unreal. How can there be a subject and an object? For between the two there is no true nature, like the point where two rush bundles meet when set upright, tying them tying from the same cause arise, while the saintly and the worldly are not dual. Consider underlying nature at the point of meeting, where both is and is not, cannot be. If you disregard it, you are in delusion. If you awaken to it, you are free at once. 6 knots are untied one after the other. When 6 are undone, one vanishes as well. Choose a sense organ that is all penetrating to enter the holy stream and attain Bodhi. Old habits flow like torrents in a subtle consciousness, since the real yet unreal can create confusion. I have refrained from revealing it to you. If mine be set on searching for the mind that with at heart is not illusion, becomes illusory. If you stop all grasping, then there is nothing real. If what is not illusion ceases to arise, where can illusion be? This is the profound lotus Dharma, the precious Bodhi of the royal gem, this samadhi of seeing all things as illusion, which in a finger snap leads to the state beyond all study. The unsurpassed doctrine was followed by all Bhagavats in all directions on the one path that to nirvana leads.
since we're in the heart of the holidays, I'd like to take some time to talk about self-care. For many people, the holidays are a difficult time. Financially, they're a difficult time because of family issues or grief. And they're also a really wonderful time. And it can be hard to navigate those extremes. And, we can only hope to understand ourselves and not anybody else. So, really, it is up to us as individuals to care for ourselves and not to misplace that care into the hands of others. So, really, the first thing that we should do when we're embarking on the effort of self care is to assess, to see where we are, and to, touch on how we're feeling emotionally, how we're feeling physically, and get at that baseline. And our feelings, of course, arise from as the Buddhas taught us, as we know from our experience of the practice. And so, for those sticky emotions or thoughts that seem to consistently linger, worries, maybe that sadness or, avoidance or apprehension or anxiety. All of those things should be resolved with our meditative practice. And if that's not something that you find you can do skillfully in the moment, then take some extra time. Make sure you have the time to sit down and dedicate to that mental self-care, which in the practice would be the Supreme Bodhi or True Mind meditation. For body pain or stress or tension, you'll find that some of that tension can come from the way that you're feeling emotionally, the things that you're thinking about. So some of that tension can be relieved by sitting and meditating. But for the rest of that tension, I highly recommend doing a loving kindness meditation. The kind I'm talking about are like body scan meditation with the aim of loving kindness for yourself physically. There are several good ones on YouTube. I encourage you to check it out. The things that I look for in that kind of guided meditation is usually scanning starting from the feet of the head, and with a focus on being present with each body part and sending relaxation and loving kindness to each body part. And the loving kindness portion of it in the practice is just love and care without any expectation. It's unconditional. So there's no expectation that it will have any effect. You're sending it out into yourself. I guess it's in just from that place of openness and zero expectation. And I encourage us to lean on these types of self-care because it is in alignment with the practice and it does not incorrectly put our well-being on externals. So you can have the resilience of being in places or situations that are uncomfortable and having these methods at your disposal to take care of yourself mentally and to check in with yourself physically. I think that oftentimes we're sold or advertised complicated methods of self-care that includes more ritualistic things like drinking hot beverages or taking baths. And those are also good methods, but they're not things that we can take with us. They're not portable. So it's really good to invest in those things that we have all the time and that we won't lose, right? So no dependency on those external things for our own well-being. Yeah, and know your limits, know your skill level, and if you find yourself in the deep end, you can always take some time to walk away, do a meditation, do a body scan, and come back to it. And I hope everybody has a good rest of their holiday season and really invest in taking care of yourself. And that is going to conclude my Dharma talk for today.
Closing Gata. Let me respectfully remind you, life and death are of supreme importance. Time passes swiftly and opportunity is lost. Each of us should strive to awaken. Awaken, take heed, do not squander your life. Offering of merit. May the merit of this penetrate into each thing in all places, so that we and every sentient being together can realize the Buddha's way. All Buddhas throughout space and time, all Bodhisattvas, Mahatsattva's, wisdom beyond wisdom, experience supreme Bodhi.